You wake up and you're already scanning. Did I forget something? Was there a message I didn't reply to? You grab your phone. Notifications, a weird comment, a headline that pulls you down a rabbit hole. And without even realizing it, you're tense. You're already planning for everything that could go wrong. Every possible scenario, every person's reaction, every backup plan. You eat fast, you scroll in between, you overthink one thing someone said yesterday. You don't breathe deeply, you don't even know what song was playing on the way to work, because you're too busy running simulations in your head. Now pause, because here's the part most people never question. What if this isn't just stress, but addiction? What if your mind has made worry your default comfort zone? Not because it feels good, but because it's familiar, predictable, safe in a twisted way. You don't realize it, but part of you needs the worry. Because when things are actually calm, you don't know what to do with it. You get restless, suspicious. You wait for the shoe to drop. And that's when you start looking for something to stress about. Anything. Just so your mind can say, there it is. Now I feel normal again. But what if that normal is actually the thing keeping you stuck? Here's something uncomfortable most people never admit. You're not just worried. You've become someone who needs worry to feel like yourself. Because somewhere along the way, worrying became more than just a reaction. It became your identity. Think about it. You worry before good things happen. You worry after they happen. You even worry about not worrying. You've trained your mind to believe that constant mental rehearsal somehow protects you. As if overthinking things will make the future hurt less. But that's the lie. Worry doesn't protect you. It only prepares you to feel pain twice. And yet, you keep doing it. Why? Because worry creates structure. It gives your mind something to focus on, especially when silence feels too big, and peace feels too unfamiliar. Worry is the chaos you've learned how to survive in. Peace is the silence you never learned how to trust. When life slows down, when things are actually going okay, you don't relax. You tense up even more. Because now there's no noise to cover the real fear underneath. What am I, if I'm not fixing something? That's the addiction. You've attached so deeply to your identity as the one who holds it all together, that you're terrified of letting go. Even if that letting go is the thing your soul craves the most. And the people around you, they know you as the strong one. The one who's always on. The one who's always thinking ahead. But what they don't see is that your thoughts never stop. That your body is always tight. That your nervous system hasn't known rest in years. And here's the spiritual part. When the mind gets addicted to tension, it will interpret peace as danger. It will say, you're slipping. You're being lazy. You're not prepared. And so, you go back to checking, back to predicting, back to rehearsing heartbreaks that haven't even happened. That's just survival wrapped in responsibility. You've done that for years, and it worked. Until it didn't. And maybe now, you're finally ready to question it. Maybe you're ready to feel what life's like without the tension in your chest, without needing something to fix, without scanning every room for potential disaster. Maybe it's time to unhook yourself from the role of the worrier and start remembering who you were before your mind got loud. You've been taught to chase peace, to crave it, to light candles for it, to meditate, journal, breathe deep, just to find a sliver of silence. But here's the part no one tells you. When peace finally shows up, it often feels terrifying. Not because it's bad, but because your system doesn't recognize it as home. Your body has been shaped by years of micro-stress, of emotional vigilance, of scanning, bracing, calculating, expecting. So when things finally slow down, when there's no argument, no deadline, no fire to put out, your system doesn't relax. It panics. Your mind says, this can't last. What am I missing? Something bad is about to happen. And that's when you self-sabotage. You start fights that didn't need to happen. You scroll until your brain is fried. You replay worst-case scenarios just to feel normal again. It's not because you're broken. It's because chaos became your baseline. You spent so long adapting to tension that your body stopped believing safety was real. So even when calm arrives, it doesn't feel soothing. It feels suspicious. This is the trauma most people never recognize, not from big dramatic events, but from a lifetime of never feeling like it's okay to relax. You've become so used to holding it all together that the idea of softening feels like falling apart. But here's what's real. You were never built to live in that state. You weren't meant to flinch at your own silence. You weren't meant to plan for pain in the middle of joy. You weren't meant to carry the world just so no one sees you collapse. You're meant to feel space, to feel you, without the constant static in your head. But to get there, you'll have to stop interpreting calm as weakness. You'll have to learn how to sit inside peace without trying to control it. Let it scare you. Let it rise. Let your nervous system shake a little. That's not failure, that's healing. Because the deeper truth is this: your body has to unlearn chaos before it can rest in truth, and truth is always still. Not because life is perfect, but because you finally stop fighting it. Let's be honest. You've tried to fix the overthinking. You've journaled. You've made lists. You've Googled how to stop worrying. You've told yourself, next time I'll just let it go. But then it comes back. Louder, faster, deeper. Because worry doesn't leave through the door of logic. It leaves through allowance. Not by solving it, not by wrestling it, but by finally doing the one thing you've never been taught: letting the feeling exist without chasing it. Sit with it. Let the wave come. Let the tightness arrive in your chest. And instead of panicking or analyzing, you breathe. You don't name it. You don't judge it. You don't call it bad energy or negative thinking. You just feel it fully. Because behind that worry isn't truth. It's trapped energy. Unfelt emotion, old survival, thoughts that were never challenged, pain that was never welcomed, and if you can stay long enough, that wave will pass. Not because you fought it, but because you stopped feeding it. Peace doesn't come from forcing your mind to be quiet. It comes from no longer believing everything it says. You are not the voice in your head. You are the one who hears it, and the moment you stop reacting to it like it's a threat, it loses its grip. You don't need to solve your entire life right now. You don't need to become perfectly calm or spiritually unshakable. You just need to stay present, here, in your breath, in your body, in the moment before you spiral, because this is where you reclaim yourself. One moment at a time. You don't need another strategy. You don't need to fix yourself. You've done that. For years, you've micromanaged your thoughts, your emotions, your reactions, trying to stay ahead of the next breakdown, the next disappointment, the next time life flips the script. But maybe you're not broken. Maybe your mind is just tired. Tired of being on guard, tired of defending, explaining, preparing. So stop rehearsing pain that hasn't happened. Stop building backup plans for moments that may never come. Stop confusing mental noise with intelligence. You're here now. And if you slow down enough, you'll feel it. The part of you that was never worried, never afraid, never overwhelmed. The part of you that simply watches, listens, breathes. That's the real you. And it's been waiting. So take one breath. No pressure. Just one honest breath. And let that be the first moment in a long time that you didn't let worry lead. You've carried enough. It's time to come home.